It's bright and early here, 6:19 in the morning. Oh my. So let's see, we've got 30,080. We've got 29,740. Um, it is a beautiful morning here in Southern California. Can you hear me? How's my volume today? 29,597. 29,500 even. 29,300. 29,100. 'Let's see here. 28,865. 28,865. And that is going to be our levels for this morning. It looks like we've got a couple of possibilities today. It doesn't look like we're high percentage on headed down. There's uh there's a couple of possibilities that we could drop just a little bit down around this area here, around the 29,125 or 30, and then start just chopping sideways. Um, there's a chance we could drop down around 29.3 and then break this down here. Wait, what's going on here? Oh yeah, 29,300. So we could chop down around here. We could come chop down a little lower in this area, break this, which is going to be a bear day. If we do that, we'll probably continue to trend the rest of the way down through the day. We could chop across here where we are and take off. We could come up, chop a bit, come back down, and then take off. Those are probably the most likely things. Drop down around here, chop, drop down around here, chop and drop, chop around here and take off, come back, and then go. That's that's the most likely shit to happen this morning. Huh. So there's our levels and our outlook on what our most likely scenarios for the day are. I personally am feeling bullish. I'm thinking we're probably gonna either come up, come back and take off, or we're just gonna chop around a bit and take off. Um, my expectations as to where I couldn't really say. Um, I mean, at least up to where we have this little resistance right here. Let's see, what is Trader's Reality look like this morning? Trader's Reality has a resistance here at 29,860, which I believe is one of our levels on 15-minute, isn't it? What did I say? 27? That's probably not very likely, but 29 could be. Yeah, it looks like 29,850 here. So right around here, there's going to be a little resistance right there, according to Trader's Reality. What else do we have? Up here around 30,015, and then to the bottom side, we've got the daily open at 29,440. We've got our pivot point at 39,345. So we're going to want to watch those areas. Bookmap looks, well, they spoofed those. They pulled those orders. Yeah, so those are our levels. That's what we're looking for today. We've got 3 minutes to the open. I hope we're all ready to put our big boy pants on and make a little money, because making money is what we're here to do. Yipes, it is hot. Yeah, I hate the mornings where I get up at 5 in the morning to trade and I'm here just to lose. That's the interesting thing about day trading. It's one of the only jobs where you can get up early, go to work hard all day, and come back with less than you had. How you doing this morning out there? We are just waiting. We got 2 minutes to the open. 2 minutes. What do you guys think is going to be the opening drive, bull or bear? I'm going to say, I don't know. I'm going to say bear. Uh, I mean, just the opening drive. It could go either way. I'm not talking about how we're going to trend today, but just the opening 2 or 3 minutes. Are we going to be up or down? I'm going to go with down. I say that because we're up against this resistance here, but the open doesn't really care about resistance lines. It just sort of does whatever. Let me see here. Bookmap's no help. There's nobody, they don't have orders sitting just waiting for it. So we're on our own here. We will see. All right, kids, strap in. Here it comes. I hate when this happens. Up here, they put this open account, and so you can't see the clock because I like to watch the seconds for how long till the candles close. I'm not really a fan of when they hide that clock. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Ah, there we go. And we're off to the races. Brum, 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 bum, bum, brum, 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 bum, bum. Well, she certainly didn't come roaring out of the gates there, did she? I believe our horse is on tranquilizers this morning. That damn Kentucky Derby, and we ain't got no horse. That's all right. As long as we don't spend all day chopping around, we'll get us a trade. We just need the one. Oh, oh, somebody forgot to turn their trade copier on and almost really screwed up. So let me do that now because I would be really upset if my other accounts did not take my trades. That would be extraordinarily disappointing. Yes, I would like to log in, please. These trade copiers are great. I mean, they're about $50 a month, but if you have more than the one account, $50 probably isn't a whole lot to you. So, and I mean, it just the ability to nail these trades so that you only have to do it once instead of hitting all 5 accounts. Invaluable. Definitely worth the $50. So here we are. Oh, might help if I had my chart on the right zoom so that it didn't look like price was just sitting still. I mean, I guess I ought to be voice on and performing the whole time, even when there's nobody in the chat like now, so that if somebody wants to rewatch this, I mean, it's probably not much fun to rewatch if you're sitting here watching me do nothing. Say, I mean, it's not moving much. We've only got what 50, 60 points, something like that, total move so far. But I did say bear move off the open. First 2 or 3 minutes. First 3 minutes were bear. So yay, I won a prize. Uh-huh. Hey, do me a favor, drop in the comments if you think we're going to trend up or down or sideways today. I'm pretty sure the market's going to do one of those three things, either up, down, or sideways. I cracked the code on that one a while back, and I haven't been wrong yet. I'm a savant. Woo, yikes. Oh, Up on the overnight inventory, opening at the top of the overnight. Do we close the gap and go? Or do we just go? Do we close the gap and fail? Is the market going to explode? Is it the 1939 market crash? Are we done for? Doesn't really matter because we're going to make money whether it goes up or down. We don't have to know whether it's going to go up or down either. We just need 2 minutes worth of direction. 30 points, that's all we need. We have to figure out the future of 30 points. And when the market's dropping $1,000 in a day, 30 points, you can figure out 30 points. Now, I have been experimenting with taking these trades off the open. My trade window isn't until another 10 minutes. I'm not supposed to trade the first 10 minutes, but I have been experimenting with off the opening drive right here when it pulls back to the 9 here, taking a trade off that bounce, which would have just stopped me out had I done it this morning. I did it the other day and it worked. Don't tell anybody because that's a rule break. But I've been sort of watching it, and it works more often than I had expected. But it would have stopped me out. That would have cost me $200 to find out that time. And I am not a fan of paying $200 for clicking the wrong button. Really would have pissed me off because if it had done that and now it drops back down. I hate getting bottom ticked or licked out. Oh, I need to make sure. See, I'm messing it up. I need to make sure that my trade copier, this right here is my lead account. Oh, I closed it instead of minimizing it, which means I turned it off, I think. It's not good. But I need to make sure that the lead account is 836. I'm on 606. So if I had taken a trade here, even though my trade copier is running, it wouldn't have worked because I was on the wrong account, which would have been user error. I'm new to this trade copier stuff. I haven't always had a bunch of accounts and used a trade copier with them. But since I've been taking some pretty good payouts for a while now, I decided to stack them up and start copying, which turns a $600 trade into a $3,000 trade. So, I mean, I'm going from making $600 a day to making $3,000 a day. And I think I can live off $3,000 a day. Now, you're not green every day, of course, and you don't max profit every day. But I'd like to think if you made $3,000 a day every day off of taking 30 points out of the market, that'd be worth doing. That's a life worth living. So we do not have our opening range yet. 638, well, 938. We shall see. It's a game of patience. I mean, it's what, a 8-hour trading day, and we need a 2-minute trade. Well, yeah. Watch, wait, strike. We just need 2 minutes out of 8 hours. That's why we wait and we strike. Sort of like snipers. I don't know what, I'm not familiar with all the terminology when they say sniper entry. Is this what they're talking about? But it is a little bit like sniping. being a sniper. We just sit here and wait and wait and wait until we see our perfect shot. And then bam, just one quick slice of the knife. So she does not like higher over here. She did not want to go above the 930 open right there. She came back off of it right at where it was. So we'll have to see what happens with that. Oh, I forgot to turn the brightness down. There's glare on my glasses. That's probably annoying for you guys. Round and round we go. Where she stops, nobody knows. Boy, I sure hope my sound is working. Cover your ears. I'm going to yell into this microphone and see if the little sound bar moves. Oh, never mind. It just moved. I don't have to do that. Which is good because I didn't want to scream like a little girl. Let me just double check here that everything is as it should be with the trade copier. I know I keep mentioning that. I'm paranoid about it. It happened to me the other day that it wasn't on, and so I took a winning trade, maxed the account for the day, then had to go trade the other account to make up for it. Lost control of myself is what I lost. Lost some money. Because losing money is part of the game sometimes. We do not always win. All right, so the accounts are connected. The lead account is 2836. 2836. We are ready. All right, we are breaking higher. We got 1 minute left on the orb. So we will get ready to mark that out. I don't trade the orb. I just mark it out because you'll find support and resistance around the high and low of the orb. And so I don't want to be taking a trade right into resistance, into those highs and lows. All right, there it is. The 15-minute orb. Opening range. I guess it's just the orb, isn't it? I'm going to keep calling it the orb, though. Shapes, rectangle, off of the high and the low of the, well, off of the high and the low of the first 3 5-minute candles. 1, 2, 3. And then we have to come back over here and lock our drawings, because if we don't, that box ends up getting moved when I'm shifting the screen around. And then I get pissy. All right, so we're above our little resistance over here, our little technical line on the 15 into a fairly large area where we could run. We're outside the orb. Might be a good day, Tater. Let's see here. We've got green above red, red above yellow. That's what we want. We've got an angle on all three. They're not flat. That's what we want. We're outside the second deviation of the VWAP, which is not what we want. But this close to the open, you can't really trust that, because, I mean, well, first of all, oh, never mind. Boy, she's going, isn't she? We'll let her. Oh, we make sure we got the right bracket set. We do. Make sure we have access to our panic button, our get me the hell out of here, cancel that order, or whatever it is that's going wrong. I can stop it button. So a blind man walks into a bar. Well, never mind. I better not. So now, like, if it came back right here and touched the 9 right here, this would not be a qualifying trade. It would be disqualified, because this would be an engulfing candle to come back here. If it comes below that green candle right there, then I'm not happy with that. That's an engulfing candle is a reversing signal, and you do not want that. But if it holds right there, and maybe over the next 2 or 3 minutes, it sort of comes down around here while our green 9 EMA is coming up, and it bounces off, like, say, right there. I'll leave my pointer there just to see if it does. But if we could get a touch off of the green 9 EMA right there, I might take that. No, it looks like she's not ready for the pullback yet, huh? All right. Well, the market is gonna market. We cannot control what it does. We can only try to get in line with what it wants to do. It doesn't care about our feelings. It doesn't care about our rent. It is going to do whatever it wants to do. We are at its mercy. We are just trying to be there when it does what it wants. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. A do 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 da dee dee do. Skiddly dit da da do. I do not like this. Great big red candle off of the top of that run. Down here, we're pretty far extended from the 5-minute 9. We just broke this level, which means it might come back and retest it. Trader's Reality shows we are right at a resistance level on it, so we don't like that. Bookmap is dead today. I don't know what's happening with that. So I do not like this trade here. So I am not going to take it for the reasons I just mentioned. The pullback is too strong. We have an engulfing candle. We have a resistance level on Trader's Reality. We're too extended from the 5-minute 9. And we just broke a technical level on the 15-minute, which means it's like it could pull back and retest that. So I'm going to skip this trade. Even though it might, I mean, sometimes they go and you miss them. That's all right. This is a trade that presents itself quite often. We don't have to catch every one. It's a long day. We can just wait for the next one. Don't do it. How's that song go? The don't do it when you want to go to it. Looks like it could have been a good trade, but it didn't. It broke the rules. It didn't fit the criteria, and that's what we're about. We're about discipline and rules. So we're not gonna take unnecessary risks for no reason. We will just wait for our setup. But you see how it came up, and that blue line is the second standard deviation from VWAP. So that's also not a good sign. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is it going to do it? Oh, yep, that would have tapped us out. We would have just lost that trade. Our discipline and our rules have saved us from a losing trade. Hallelujah. Although if you were a type of person that plays the orb, we're about to retest that down here. You could have a trade off of the orb right here, off of the top of the opening range high, which is confluence with the 1-minute 20 EMA. I'm not an orb trader though. It's also confluence off of the retest of the 15-minute technical level right there. So, I mean, this is a valid place for it to turn around and start going back higher. But that's not my play. I got a little, uh-oh, there goes the damn bait. I got a little rule book right here. It says somewhere, I trade I trade only this play. Nothing else exists. So, oh, off of VWAP, that yellow line right there is on the, yeah, the yellow line is VWAP. That's also a logical place for it to bounce. If you're playing see, the reason I don't like, if I'd played the orb, I'd have lost that trade because I would still keep my stop around here. On the orb, when you take the orb trade, you're supposed to set your stop way down here at the bottom of the range. That is just too much range for me. I mean, to do that, I would have to trade NQ with smaller size, which I could do. But the risk to reward on that just, I mean, at best, I've looked at the stats. At best, it's 1-to-1. The the best you can hope for is like 100% extension from what the range of the orb is. So if the orb is 100 points, the most you could be looking for off of this trade would be to come up here for 100 points. That's 1-to-1. That's not asymmetric risk to reward, and I rely on the asymmetric RR. I want my winners to be bigger than my losers, so that I don't have to be right as often. So our EMAs are crossing over and doing so at VWAP. That's going to look bullish. We're back below the technical level on the 15. Hey, can you guys hear me? Is there Hey, morning, man. How are you? Can you hear me? A couple of people have come in and left. I'm not sure if my volume's working. I don't know why I'm still using hand signals if you can hear me, but whatever. So, how are you this morning? I hope you're doing pretty good. It is a beautiful morning here in sunny Southern California, bright and early. Our rules saved us over here. We had this set up. We didn't take it for a few reasons. I actually, there was nobody in here, but I explained it in case anybody ever rewatches this, as if anybody's going to do that. But we had just broken this technical level on the 15, so it was likely to. No, well, I'm going to tell you a little secret. I sometimes, and by sometimes I mean quite a bit of sometimes, I will set my limit order right there, and as price is coming down into it, if it's setting up real pretty and I'm liking it, I may take the initial touch of the 9. Don't tell anybody though. But we had just broken this 15-minute technical level, and it often comes back and retests when it does that. Plus, we were right up here at the second deviation. We were pretty extended. We were up here. We were pretty extended from the 5 minute 9. And on Traders Reality, we had a resistance level. So, I mean, it was just breaking all sorts of rules. So I didn't take it. And you see that wick, it almost, the way it happened is it would have tapped us in and then come up here almost to our TP. And then it said, yeah, no, I'm just kidding, and dropped. So our rules and discipline saved us from a bad trade there. So now we are just waiting to see what happens. It is setting up to I had 3 or 4 pathing ideas for the day. One of which was that it would come up, come back down, and take off, which is sort of what we're setting up. So I'm sort of thinking we might and I mean, this is just a pullback. We're barely through the orb here. So I mean, it could turn around right here. But we are not likely. There's a possibility we come down to this line and then take off and trend up for the rest of the day. That's what I'm hoping for. But off of the bottom of this opening range is also a pretty good place for it to come retest and take off. But I don't know. I'm just a guy. But I mean, what I love about this is we just need the one trade. Well, I just need the one trade with regular size NQ with minis, and it's an 8-hour day, and we only need 2 minutes out of the 8 hours. So just watch, wait, and strike. So how was your day yesterday after trading? Or I mean, I'd ask you about your. No, I'm here by myself. Well, that's all right. Nobody loves me. Why does nobody watch? I'm a viral sensation. I started this YouTube a whole 11 days ago, man. Why am I not Mr. Beast yet? Oh, you're back. Oh, you were. It showed that you weren't here when I said that. I, did, I didn't think anybody could hear me. Oh, okay. Well, that'll happen. Hey, I got some. Yesterday, that call that I took was a sales call that I had signed up for. I hadn't really planned on buying. It's it's sort of a mentorship for the YouTube, like to run it as a business and to generate leads and clients for my business, which is the nonprofit of getting about that for the homeless people. Um, I ended up buying it. It was like $3,000, so I bought that, and I've developed an idea since then. I'm going to start an apprenticeship program where I'll take people and I'll walk them straight from as low as knowing nothing about trading or money or just having no idea about any of this, and I'll hold their hand and walk them through step by step until they can get a new prop challenge, pass it, and take a payout by themselves. Now I'll be there with them. Like, I mean, it'll start out, they'll learn the play and then watch me trade, and I'll explain the nuances, like how it rolls over instead of pulling back and all that stuff that we were talking about. And then I'll watch them trade, and I'll watch them trade that whole prop account by themselves. I'll be there, in case they need me. But graduation is that they take a payout on their own. So that's the business model for that. an apprenticeship. And then any money that business makes, then that business will donate that to the nonprofit for the homeless people. So I'm still making nothing off of it. It's just I can't get these homeless people into sober living for free. So I'm going to do that. And I'll actually be looking for a few to really get that off the ground. I'll need a few proof of concepts where I do it for some people, walk them through, and do it for free so that I can document it and show it as test results, proof of concept that it works. So if you know anybody that's interested in that, send them my way. It'll be free, of course. I'll be doing it for free for the first few people so that I can just document it. What are we doing here? Getting stuck at the bottom of the orb, bouncing off of that, staying in range for a little while. Yeah. She don't want to go, Captain. It's all right. It's early. It's barely 7 o'clock. It's not even the sweet spot is 8 to 10. 7:30 it starts getting pretty good. Quite a few days I'm done by now though. Between 6:45 and 7, which would be 9:45 and 10 market time. I get a good trade, but the sweet spot's really between 8 and 10, which would be what, 11 and 1, which doesn't make any sense because that's right through New York lunch. But that's when I historically have taken most of my trades between 11 and 1 New York time. I keep up with all that sort of data. It's part of yeah. My sometimes I start streaming at 6, which is 8 o'clock New York time, and then that's when I put these levels and stuff on there before 6:30 before market open, and then as soon as 6:45, which would be 9:45, as soon as 6:45, I'm willing to take trades if they set up. You could have missed it. I could have took the trade and be done by now. There was the whole part where I forgot to turn the trade copier on, and then I turned it on and had the wrong account set, so I wasn't on my leader account. So if I had taken that, but we are having a pretty good morning. If it'll just get outside this darn orb. I mean, I take trades inside the orb, but I'm more comfortable outside of it because it likes to range, and usually, like if it turns around in here, usually by the time all my EMAs and all my lines and stuff get set up the way they're supposed to, we're way up here by the top, and I don't want to take that because I consider the opening range high to be a resistance level. So I like for it to get outside the opening range before. That's not to say I won't take a trade in there, but round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. That's all right. We just need 30 little old points. Come on, guy. Just 30 points. Oh yeah, I forgot there is news today. Um, yeah, I don't trade news. The hard and fast rule is definitely I mean, even if you are trading news, if you're a news trader, still you don't trade the first 2 minutes, the first 120 seconds after news drops. Do not trade that. That's pure algo. There's going to be so much algorithm trading, doing spikes and wicks and all that. The first 120 seconds after news drop, you definitely don't trade that. But I don't really trade news. I'll, I mean, a few minutes afterwards, if it starts trending in a reliable way, it's my setup, then I mean, sure. Uh-oh, we're outside the range. We got green below red, red below yellow. We are away from our technical lines. Um, book map is clear. Trader's reality is clear. If we set up here, we don't have anything that's stopping us on other charts. So, yeah, I think you're right. I don't think props allow news trading. I'm not sure what their rule is as to like how far away from it you have to be time wise, but I don't think they allow it. Uh-oh, what are we doing here? Now, we are outside this second deviation, but it's so early in the day that it hadn't had time to expand properly. So I don't really trust it this early. Although I say that, you see what happened right here. It came just outside of it and was like, nah, that's too much for me, and came right back. So take that for what it's worth. Oh, good morning. Good morning. We are happy to have the price outside of that little orb box. Maybe we can get something to set up for us. Oh, but we are coming into this technical level over here on the 15. So that's probably not a good sign for us. And we're fairly extended from the 5-minute 9. So that's not a good sign. So that's two not so goods. So maybe it's not a trade setting up. Book map still looks clear. Trader's reality still clear, but we've got a technical level and a 5-minute extension. So, and that's a pretty big candle on the 5. So we will see outside that second deviation. I don't know. I'm just, if it sets up right here, I'm not going to take this because that's too many rule violations. I'm not comfortable with it. And that's the thing, this trade presents itself a lot. So we can, if it taps and goes and we miss the trade, then we just miss it. That's okay. We'll get the next one. It presents itself a lot of times, but we're rules-based traders here on this channel. So discipline and rules is what we do. I'm not going to take a trade that doesn't fit. I'll just catch the next one. There'll be plenty of chances. Says right here on the notebook, I am a rules-based trader. I trade defined plays only. It also says I trade only this play, nothing else exists, which is why I did not lose my ass on that orb play, because I don't trade the orb. So where are you guys from? As you may know, I'm here in sunny Southern California, right on the beach. Well, I mean, I'm in a beach town. I'm not on the beach. Little place called Ventura, California. And what time is it for you guys? Like, I know a lot of people end up, because they live where they live, they end up trading the New York Open at like 2 in the morning. Man, that must be rough. That is sure enough a candle. on the 5 minute. That's bigger than the opening candle. Yeah, so see how far we are away from that 5 minute 9 EMA right there? That's that's real uncomfortable. Because there's also a lot of people who play the 9 EMA bounce play it on the 5 minute chart because it's just as see right here where it's doing it. It's as reliable on the 5 minute as it is on the 1 minute. So I mean, price pulls back to that EMA right there on the five quite a bit. Uh, I don't trade it on the five because it doesn't present as often. I like doing it on the one because it presents more often. Two, I can have a smaller stop, and there's a third reason. I My mind went blank on what it is. Um, doesn't happen as and because you have to be on the 5 minute, you have to be in the trade longer. And as I've told you before, I'm uncomfortable when I'm in trades. That's when I'm in the market. That's just opportunity for Trump to have a tweet or something, some crazy wick, some unexpected event, and that's just time that I'm at risk, and it makes me uncomfortable. That's why I scalp. A lot of people are scared of scalping. I'm scared of not scalping. So on the 5 minute play, you have to be in it longer, and that makes me nervous. So I play it on the 1 minute because I'm a chicken. A lot of people think you got to have big brass ones to scalp the 1 minute. I scalp the 1 minute because I'm afraid. If I can get in and out in 2 minutes and be done and like, oh, woof, dead before the devil knows I'm gone. That's my style. Yeah, that's a crazy drop. Yeah, that is a pretty crazy drop. How much is I mean, off of that where that happened, that's what, 630? So that's just a little 100 points in 10 minutes. I mean, whatever. Pretty standard, just sort of like Friday. Just another day, just another $1,000 1,000 point day in the market. Nothing to it. Happens all the time. Let's see what we have here. So we just crossed the daily open, which is a potential point of resistance. And Traders Reality has a pivot point marked at 29,341, or let me get it right exactly on, yeah. 29,341, Traders Reality has a level marked. So that's right around here. We'll see if it reacts to that. She is off to the races. Shit, if we could get a horse like this in the Kentucky Derby, we could make some real money. We are also coming down to this technical level on the 15 minute, which, by the way, this is my most probable path for the day. Was that it on the open, it would come up a bit, come down to where we are now, reverse, and start trending up for the rest of the day, which has confluence. I didn't know it at the time, but it has confluence with the level, the Traders Reality level that's down there somewhere. What did I say? 341. So we might be at the bottom here. Plus, it's going to have prior price action support right here, which is not how that technical level got drawn there. That's a different, it just coincidentally, technical levels and price action tend to line up. So this could be the bottom of this drop, and we could reverse and trend the rest of the day upward from here. If it comes and touches our 9 here, we will not be taking that because we're at a trader's reality level. We're at the 15-minute level. We're at the part where I thought it might reverse. We're extended from the 9 on the 5. This is an engulfing candle. I don't like that. We're outside the second deviation of the VWAP, so I am not taking this trade if it comes back here. And again, I don't have to catch everyone. There'll be another one. If it comes and touches and goes and I'm wrong and the bottom drops out of this thing, whatever. There'll be another trade. There'll be another opportunity. Don't get your panties in a wad, Grandma. I don't believe I'm right in the head sometimes. There might be something wrong with me. I ought to see somebody about that. What's she going to do here? Are we going to go up, down, or sideways? What do you guys think? Right, me too. That's what I said. How many of you just looked at chat to see if I was responding to a real message? No, just me? All right. Well, for one thing, I've got my 1-minute chart scale drawn here. I've got it on 50-point increments. It is supposed to be on 20-point. Geez, how big are these candles? Supposed to be 20-point increments. All right, looks a lot less calm than it did a second ago. Yeah, I'm not taking this. You can't see it, but the green 1-minute 9 EMA is hidden behind that blue line. And see, this is not a pullback. That's what I was talking about yesterday, how it rolls over. That's a rollover, not a pullback. Now, let's see, the 9 is right there. Had we taken that short, we would be stopped out already. Insta stop, which is why you're supposed to wait for the rejection candle to support the play. But I don't think we're gonna get it. I think we're gonna go higher from here because of the shape of that turnaround. A pullback would have come up and gone like this. The way it formed that round bottom right there, that's a rollover. It's more likely to go higher from here then. Which would be good for us if it does go higher, because we want it to come back to the 5-minute 9 so that we can get rid of that extension. We give it a reset. Sort of, if anybody watches the RSI, it would be like letting the RSI cool off. Plus, once we're up here and it cools off, we'll be back in the middle of this range. It'll give us room for our trade without having a level that's in our way. So we actually want it to pull back up here for us to get a setup and then continue lower. I say that because I don't want it to go back in the, even though I think it's going to, and back out the top. I don't want it to go back in the orb because I don't like trading in the orb. Although this would be kind of a, yeah, no, this would be different because since it's all the way down here, all of our EMAs and stuff would be aligned by the time we got back in there. All of our stuff would already be aligned and sloping correctly. This purple is the first standard deviation of VWAP. It sometimes responds to that. It's not tradable, but it does respond to it. It's more of a warning against trading than a place to take a trade. See what I mean? It stalled there for a second, but it did not care. What are we gonna do? Oh, we got a doji. That could signal. Oh, I see what we're gonna do here. It's a doji. We're gonna pull back and continue higher. Don't make a fool out of me now. Come touch the damn line. Come touch the line. Sometimes you got to sweet talk it. A double doji, that's definitely a reversal. Come touch the line. And so you might be asking, well, if I believe it's going to touch that line and go higher, why am I not taking the trade? We've got the EMA there and it's sloped, but it is in the wrong order. It is below the 20 EMA, which is below the VWAP. So we would only be looking for shorts here. We wouldn't take a long with that alignment. And now we have touched our line and now continue higher back up towards this little guy right here, or this little guy right here, or for me to be right in the bigger picture on the full day, come on up through here. I figure if I give you enough versions of what could happen, one of them's bound to be right, so I'm a genius. I mean, that's sort of the old, it's either going to go up, down, or sideways. It was no manure, Sherlock. Of course it's going to do one of those. You give us enough options, it's got to do something. But I mean, that's kind of just how the market is. The market's going to market. We can't force it to do anything, and I'm certainly not good enough to try and predict it. That's why I scalp 30 points. I can figure out what we're going to do for 30 points. I don't know what's going to happen on the day. That's for other people. That's for ITC and SMC and all those guys to figure out. Those guys that hold trades for hours. That's for them. I, it ain't me. YouTube is quite delayed with the price move. Oh, yeah, latency. It gets that way sometime. I've seen some streamers. There's there's something they can do about that to lower it. I just started streaming and doing YouTube. I don't know how to do that. Here, let me ask Claude if there's a way to reduce latency on my stream. How? Claude says we're screwed. No, I'm kidding. He hadn't answered yet. Huh. Apparently. I did not know that there was a setting for that. Isn't it fun watching me read? All right. Let's see what's going on here. See if I can fix this up. I think to adjust the setting that AI said that I would need to adjust to fix it, I would have to restart the stream. I don't know that you guys want me to leave and restart. Huh. You do not have access to this feature. Well, gosh, I guess I'll just. Well, first of all, you shouldn't be trying, not just me, but anybody trying to copy trade off of a live stream is usually a bad idea. A, because, well, the person might not know what the hell they're talking about, including me. B, the latency is it'll get you. I don't know. It's just not usually a good idea. But if that's what you'd like to do, I will try to give you a heads up on trades that are. Well, you see, I start talking through them as they're setting up. So that, by the way, this is a no trade here, of course. Um, yeah, if it's only 5 seconds or more, if it's close to five, because I think the best if I change the settings and get it to where uh, it's ultra low latency, that's still a 5 second delay. I thought we were talking about like 30 seconds, which happens. I mean, that'd be really rough right there. I hate when they hide my little clock up here from me because I like to watch the second countdown on bar closes. And I don't know why they open account. Do I need to open another account here? I mean, just show me the damn clock. How many accounts you want me to have? So it is looking good for my going higher thesis because of that double bottom on the 1 minute. That is a reversal signal. We are getting confluence for a reversal here. This may be the bottom, boys. And that, by the way, I used to be a pattern trader. You know, bull flags and double bottoms and pennants and head and shoulders and all that. I used to trade those patterns. They work. I mean, I'm not I'm not saying don't do that. They work. They're not as reliable as what I'm doing right now, but they work. When I was doing that, one of my favorite patterns is this W, this double bottom, where it comes down, double bottoms forms a W. A lot of people trade that off of the break of this neckline right here. They'll trade the double bottom break of the neckline. I like to trade it where it comes up, and you'll see it come up above the neckline and then come back and retest that neckline, and that's where I would take it for the trade higher. That was fairly reliable. I mean, there's other ways to trade. This channel is more about discipline and following whatever rules apply to your system. I mean, there's a lot of setups that work. There's a lot of different ways to trade this market that work. And I encourage people to trade what they're most comfortable with. And, no matter what system or setup you're trading, this is still a good channel to pay attention to, because you still, no matter what your setup is, you're going to have rules for it. And you should have account rules that have nothing to do with the setup. You should have career rules. And that's what we talk about a lot here is discipline and psychology and following the rules. So, that's why you'll see me talking about other setups a lot. Because this isn't the only thing that works. It's what I know and it's what I trade, so that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, I used to be a pattern trader. I used to trade support and resistance. I used to scalp breakouts. I was telling you yesterday, scalping breakouts on small caps. It's fucking wild. I love it. I've tried a few different things. None of it really. It's not that I wasn't winning. It's not that it didn't fit me. It didn't really click with who I am and what I like. So, and to be honest, I wasn't getting the results that I wanted consistently. And, consistency is sort of a big thing in trading. Pardon me. Well, come on, darling. That's enough of this sitting around. Let's do something. Let's dance, baby. Just hovering around the daily open from yesterday afternoon. So a priest, a rabbi, and well, no, never mind. Uh-oh. I see you got a sweet talker. That's what you do. You just tell her when you're ready for her to start moving, and she'll start going. You just gotta you sweet talk her, and she does what you want for her. Yeah, if only that worked, right? So we've got a few minutes here because we would really down here only be looking for shorts, and I would not be looking for a trade anywhere. I would not be looking for a short anywhere above this 29,363. No matter what the rest of our setups look like, all of this mess right here, I'm not going to be trading in that. $244 news events. Oh my. And none of those are ever any good either. They're late. They don't make any impact. They need to get rid of that. The only thing on this tab that has ever made any difference is this little triangle right here where it tells me my account is in auto liquidate only mode. You boys ever seen that on your screen? I assume you're boys. I don't know. I just say boys. Might be ladies for all I know. Ladies trade just as much and just as well as anybody else. Never really. Oh, yeah. I'm afraid to click it. It's probably got all sorts of terrible things that I've done on there. Auto liquidate this and oh, well, not this account anyway. Don't get the wrong idea. I do not make any claim that I win all the time. I have hit daily loss limits in my past. I don't do that now, but no, I didn't notice it before, but I certainly blew a couple of accounts. Well, anybody that tells me that they're a consistently profitable trader and have never blown an account, I am going to call them a liar straight to their face. I'm going to look them right in the eye, call them a liar. So we are edging up. You could look at this two ways. This is one of the, this is either a bull flag or a panic. So let me ask you, what other YouTube channels do you guys watch, like for trading, for like getting setups and stuff, for trying to get educational stuff? Who do you watch? I watch SMB Capital. They've got some good stuff. Their setups are worth looking at. SMB Capital. Um, I used to watch a lot of Warrior Trading. That's where I learned to scalp small caps. That's what he does over there. But he talks a lot about market mechanics and just how things work. He's got a lot of good information. Ross Cameron over at Warrior Trading. The Rumors, RUM. How's it spelled? Oh, it's spelled like rum ers. RUMERS. He's got a lot of good setups. We've broke our bull flag lower, so it looks like I was wrong about stopping here and going higher. Looks like we will be moving lower from here. Let's see, who else do I watch? Of course, I watch Alex TWB for Bookmap. I watch Trade Brigade in the mornings for my levels, my technical levels. I watch Tradeify TV. That's just for fun. You're not going to learn anything from them, though. There's a few others. Not really. Oh my! Now I done pushed the wrong button. We're in trouble now, boys. Oh, well, I'm not going to tell you about that because he live streams at the same time I do. I can't be giving competition. No, I'm kidding. He does live stream at the same time as me, but if you want to watch him, I mean, he's a good guy. I like watching Smooth Trader. I'm in his Discord. He's a good guy. I don't know. I haven't watched him in quite a while, so I don't know if he's fixed his trading. He was not a profitable trader, definitely not consistently the last time I was watching, but that's been a bit. So I could not say. I don't know if Humbled Trader still makes videos. I haven't looked in a really long time. She does more swing trading and career type stuff. You guys got to slow down in the chat. You're blowing it up. Oh, that's funny. My cursor still shows up on the screen, even though I'm in a different window. Just pointing at random stuff over here. All right, so now we are back in trade territory. We are below that mess. Our EMAs and VWAP are in the correct order and sloping. We are in open territory on the 15-minute. We are kind of extended from the 5-minute over here. We'll see how that goes. Trader's reality is clear. So we could be, well, we're outside this second deviation and extended from the 5. So that is not a perfect alignment of setup rules, but I'm a bad boy. Yeah. Over here, channel about discipline, taking trades that I'm not supposed to. Let's not do that. So we have closed the gap, the overnight gap. We've closed that. We did not get a gap fill reversal, which would have been if we had turned around right here. That'd be a gap fill reversal. We did not get that. So we will see what happens. We will wait patiently for our setup, and we will snipe our little 30 points and make our damn money is what we're going to do. We're not going to get impatient because boredom is not an emergency. We're not going to force trades. We're going to wait for our setup. We're going to watch, wait, and strike. In the meantime, if anybody wants to see me do any parlor checks, you can put some suggestions in the chat. If anybody has any questions about me, my life, my trading, my setup, anything at all, if anybody has anything they want to talk about, if anybody wants to tell us anything about you, I don't know. I mean, we can talk about anything you want. So I don't know if you recall earlier when we were down here, I was saying that I didn't want to take a trade because we were extended from that 5 minute, and that you could play the 9 EMA bounce off of the 5 minute chart, and that it might pull back and touch it. Well, it did not pull back, but what did it do? It stalled out. And when did it start going? 5 minute of 9 EMA bounce right there. It just stalled out, let the EMA catch up to it, bounced it. Don't do it. Well, I mean, you guys do whatever you want to. I'm not taking this. If it taps right here, I'm not taking it. It is tempting, though. It does look like it wants to continue. But it is not within the rules. But we will put our, I'm zoomed out again. I forgot. We'll put our false brackets up there so that we can see what would happen if we did take it. Which one of those? Well, yeah. That is tempting. Don't get me wrong, I'm not taking it, but it is tempting. Let me see here. If I push this button, and then I come over here and I push this button. So did you take any trades yesterday? Shit. Knock the whole setup over here. We'd be in trouble then. Well, my goodness. That is quite the pullback there, isn't it? So now on this, if you're waiting for the confluence candle, for that rejection candle, I would, because here you might be wondering, well, where do you put your limit if that rejects? Where would, on the 9, would you put that? Over here where it is, or where the lowest it got? What I would do myself is put it at that lowest point. This could be an entry. I mean, it is rejecting. So like if it were to get down here, then that might be worth considering. Oh. What did not align on the this? Hold on. So that is definitely the rejection candle. That's not gonna come back for us though. That's gonna be this is one where if the other stuff was lined up, you would mark it in after this candle closes. So if you did, it might come back for you. Set the limit right there for a short. But what didn't align is we've got room right there, don't we? Yeah. But the extension from the 5-minute 9, which isn't really that's sort of a questionable. You have to decide for yourself how far is too far. But we're right at the second deviation band. And see, we would have lost that. See, it came up, rejected, but then next candle went back that way. We would have, if we had waited for that rejection candle and taken it, we would have lost. But yeah, so extended from the 5-minute, the second deviation band. Seems like there was something else. I don't know. I do not remember. But I mean, that second deviation band and that extension from the 5 together are kind of a thing. I think it may be that I was thinking we were too close to this 15-minute level, which I guess if we zoom in, at one time we were. Because see, when it started pulling back, we were way down here. But then, see, we've got a double doji, which is, now this is candlestick reading, which I didn't talk about in the video in the rules. This is price action reading. We've got a double doji, which is a reversal signal. We've got an engulfing, because I'm going to count these two candles together, and it's bigger than that last candle. I don't really like when it goes back below our last candle that was going in our direction and then comes back above that. I don't really like when that happens. That's a reversal signal. price action just wasn't right. We've got a low, we've got a lower low, we've got a high, and now we have a higher high. So we're in a technical uptrend. But that's the 1 minute. Like trying to read trend off of the 1 minute is sketchy. I mean, when you're talking about reversal, like if it's trending, then yeah. But I mean, if it's like, if the 15 minutes trending down, good Lord, look at that drop. If all the other stuff's trending down and the 1 minute goes like this, it's hard to say that the trend is now up. So we're not taking this because our EMAs are not aligned in the right order. The direction they're aligned for shorts. Now, if the green crosses the red, we could take a bounce off of the 9 for a VWAP reversion, which would give us, I mean, that would be out of order with our EMAs being below the VWAP and us taking along, but it's a reversion play. Also on the 5 minute, I mean, it looks like it's just could be another 9 bounce off of right here. And if you take a look at, if you're a trend line trader, oh my, that's super hard to see, isn't it? Now, did I not just make that line white? Oh, no, I didn't, did I? If you're a trend line trader, you've got confluence on that trend line with the 5 minute 9, and we're still low, lower low, high, lower high. So there's a decent chance we're going to continue lower here. Do a diddy diddy dum diddy do. See, look, the news, we're already back up to 3 in that little bit of time. All right, well, home sales does matter. New York State electricity reserves are shrinking. Who cares? Why are you junking up my feed with New York State electricity reserves news? That's not going to affect the new NQ. Cyprus trade deficit widens in April. So what? Uh-oh. Slovakia trade balance swings to surplus. Get out of here. Look at that 4-hour chart. Stair stepped all the way back up, and then bap. It took the stairs up and the elevator down. That's how she does. The old nasty NASDAQ, the queen of volatility. She loves to dance. All right, we're getting back into shorts territory. We've fixed the extension from the 5 minute, so we don't have to worry about that. We've got 60 points before we hit this technical level, and we only need 30. Oh, that technical level is right at the bottom of that, huh? So if we set a new low right here, we'll be clear on that. This has potential to set up. We could be getting close. And it's 8 o'clock. What time did I say? 8 to 10? We're coming into the premium time zone. We could be getting close to the trade. So how many you said you trade the M and Q, how many contracts do you trade at a time? Yeah, I think we might be setting up for lower. I mean, that's a nice little rollover. We've got some confluences saying that we're probably going to go lower from here. 10. Well, you're risking the same amount of money, but you're paying more in commission fees. You'd do better to just trade the one NQ than 10 minis. Yeah, exactly. It's the same risk and reward. It's just that you're losing more money on commissions. Yeah, you're trading one NQ right now. If you're trading 10 micros, that's one mini. You're in with the big dogs. You're in the pen. You're trading the minis. I guess technically, since I'm on 5 accounts, I'm trading 5 minis, but I'm doing it on different accounts, which for me, that's better. Yes, for sure. See, I'll show you my settings. I wish I had like where I could click and just draw on the screen right now. I would just put a dash and no. Sort of like when on an application or something, it says sex and you put yes, please. Stop loss. Stop. No, we don't. We don't need no stinking stop loss. I used to trade without a stop loss or a profit target. I just, whenever I felt like it was whatever, I get some bangers of a winner. My losers were always bigger though. And it is hard to be profitable when your losers are bigger than your winners. You can have a pretty good win rate and still be in the hole. Now, I think I may have asked you this yesterday. If you're trading a $25,000 account, you don't have as much drawdown room as I do. Well, I mean, I guess you kind of do because when I took that payout, it brought my equity down to where I only had $1,000 of drawdown left anyway. And my maximum loss for the day is, it's 4R, which is 4 times the risk, but that's $800. So you wouldn't blow your account in one day. Oh, okay. So you got plenty of room. Okay, yeah. Our EMAs just crossed over. We're above the little chop area here. We could set up a VWAP reversion right here. I don't know about doing that because we're right at that 5-minute 9. But we have broken our trend line, our 5-minute trend line. Not that I'm suggesting, like, that trend line is not a part of the system, and I'm not suggesting that you trade trend lines. I used to trade trend lines too. But I will tell you that when it breaks like that, that is just as added confluence to our system that just backs up what we're already thinking when it breaks that trend line. The only thing that would stop us from taking this reversion is that 5-minute 9. Oh, Trader's Reality has a resistance at 29,340. Is there room? Where are we? Oh, that's 100 points. Yeah, we got room. Where is 340? Damn. See, Tradeovate does that automatically. Like, if I've got my view set up to this distance, watch as it goes lower, it'll automatically change my my view to match so that it stays on the screen. That's how it keeps getting to where it looks smaller and smaller. If it stays zoomed in to where it's supposed to be, holy moly, we are moving. This is where I like it, is where each box is 20 points. Makes it easier for me to gauge the flow of the market, the volume, the commitment behind buys and sells. On the larger chart, when it looks like it's not moving as much, you just can't really get a feel for the pulse. Oh, is it? Yeah, I've got 2,000 in Tradeify. Although, well, right now I've got 1,600, because for the payout you have to go from 50 to 53, and then you can take a $2,000 payout, which drops it to 51. So I actually, when I took my payout, it brought me to where I only had $1,000 drawdown. But Jimmy Crack Corn, and I don't care, because I am taking the full payout every time. As soon as I have an opportunity to take a payout, I'm taking the full payout. I don't care what it does to my drawdown room. I'm taking it, because I can take that payout and buy another account for less than I would need to leave in the account to make it safe. The numbers just work better to just if I take the payout, blow up the account, I'll just buy another one for cheaper. Yeah, that's how it works. And then after you take a couple payouts, you can, because there's a maximum payout limit at the beginning of Tradeify's accounts, it's 2,000. Then after a couple of payouts, it goes up to 2,500. But your profit target goes down from 3,000 to 2,000. So now your profit target is 2,000, but you can withdraw 2,500. So you can blow your account just by taking the withdrawal. But because of how consistency rules work, the consistency goes up. So like by then it's 30%. So if I take the same 5 days with $600 a day, then I'm over the profit target. And when I take my payout that's higher than the profit target, there's still some left. It works. Just always take all the money. That's all I know. Jimmy Mac, come on back. Where you going, girl? So that VWAP reversion plays out, which we would not have taken anyway down here because of this engulfing candle right here. And especially because the engulfing candle, the one right before it here, has a big wick on it. That's bad news right there. Followed by a huge red candle. We could maybe take this trade. I mean, I don't like that all this is that close. Yeah, no, I don't think so. That's technically chop. If it hadn't been as squiggly and all this over here, sometimes I'll take the first bounce after a crossover because that's a solid play. But with it doing all this squiggling and back and forth crossing, you don't want that. Had it like over here, had it come down and then just come straight back up without all this squiggling and crossed over, then that would be a potential play. What am I doing? Why am I drawing trend lines? Oh my, that might be a little too zoomed in, huh? Do you know much about reading volume profile over here? Like the low nodes and the high nodes and the value area point of control right there? Yeah, let's see. First crossover would have worked. So in these low areas right here, price it'll have some resistance like right here and not want to cross because this area here, there was price acceptance. That's where price accepted. This low area, price rejected. It didn't like that area. So it won't want to cross into it. But if it does, no. No, I'm not going to set an order right here, I don't think. No, because we've got this bottom right here. I wouldn't want to, and there's two of them. It's already a double bottom. I wouldn't want to take an order into a triple bottom. But if price, it'll not want to cross that. But if it does cross that low area, it'll go real fast. It'll be like this one that crossed it, just one big candle instead of stair stepping through it. So it'll run through there. And then these higher areas, price will want to stick in there and hold on to it. That'll also happen right where it turns from yellow to green. When price hits that area, it'll sort of stall out and want to stay there. So how that affects where price is right now, price is in the middle of this high volume node. So it's not a great sign that it's going to want to run from there. The auction has decided that this is a fair price, and so it may want to hang out here for a while. It's a rather nuanced thing. You see why I didn't put it in the video, right? We'll be here for 2 or 3 days trying to explain that shit. And plus, I mean, you've seen me for 2 days explaining why I'm either passing or taking or thinking about trades. You hadn't heard me mention that thing once. It's sort of a background indicator. It just helps me get a feel for things. Now we could be coming into an order area. If we set a new low here, we could be looking at setting an order. Oh, right on. Thank you. I'm up to my first like ever in a live stream. All right. We could be getting ready to take our trade for the day. I mean, I'm not saying the trade's setting up now. I'm saying that we're out of that stall and back into the type of area that we would be looking for to set up. Oh, that wasn't you that gave the first one. We've got a new person. Wow, we're up to 2 likes in the live stream. That's a record. Of course, I mean, this is only the second day I've ever been live streaming, so welcome to the stream. Yeah. She is hopefully gonna come out of this little break she was taking. Oh, and see, she did it. Remember, I was talking about stalling out and waiting for the 5 minute 9. It's the exact same thing it did here. So that's another one where it got extended from the 5 minute and then didn't respect the 1 minute because it wants to pull back to the 5. So that's why that right there. And then we can look at how it did the exact same over here. It got extended from that 5. That's when it stops respecting the 1. The 1 minute 9 EMA and the 5 minute 9 EMA. So that extension from the 5 minute 9 is a real thing. That really will pull price back. So the only thing right now that I know of that would prevent us from taking a trade if it sets up is that second deviation from VWAP right there. Let me check my other. 7. We got plenty of room for that. No, do we? Oh, 28. Yeah. Yeah, we got like 70 points. We only need 30. We've got room on Trader's Reality. Oh, let me turn my volume down. You probably don't want to hear all that. Oh, we are right now, Bookmap, we are running into a big bunch of orders, sitting buy orders. So price could take a second right here to chew through this. Um, it looks like it might want to absorb those though. Looks like we might move lower. We've got room there. We've got room there. 15-minute chart looks clear. Yeah, right now down to 9:30. The only thing stopping us is that VWAP band, and we will see how that works out. Still only 8:30. I mean, there's still 2 hours worth of time before we're out of the trade zone. So there's no need to get in a hurry, but there's also no need to not take a shot if it's there. No need to get in a hurry. We just need the one. Right after that. Yeah, we absorbed those orders that were on Bookmap. We're through those. So Bookmap looks clear. Trader's Reality looks clear. The 15-minute is clear. We're in line with the 15-minute trend. We're in line with the 5-minute trend. Our EMAs are stacked the correct way and sloping. We are looking good. We're outside this deviation band. That is the only thing that's not proper. So what we'll do, especially in yeah, what we'll do is as it pulls back here, we'll watch the behavior. We're going to be ready for a trade if it sets up for us right. If we like the way that price approaches the 9, then we might take something here. I should have this set up where you guys can see the trader's reality in the book map. A lot of people in the video where I showed that, and I've talked to sort of bulk it wanting to use those, but I'm telling you, they make a big difference. Looks like she's not going to come back. Oh, we're pretty extended from that 5-minute now, though. Extended from the 5-minute EMA. Oh, my damn chart shrunk on me again. It keeps doing. Oh, those. Yeah, those are pretty decent candles there, huh? Yeah. All right. Is there a way to lock that? 'Cause that is annoying. I keep thinking price isn't doing a whole lot or less than it really is, and then I get my chart to where it's supposed to be, and it's like, oh goodness. Oh no, there's. Oh no, don't do that. We need that grid. Continuous auto fit. I don't know what that does. I'm going to click it. Oh my lord. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Apparently, we're not undoing it either. So that's an engulfing candle. That's not good for our setup. It's also a 50.1 minute candle. Jeez, we're making some moves here. Did news just come out? I forgot to look and see what time the red flag report was today. Was that? So we're on our little 15-minute technical level over here. There is a ton of so there's a bunch of going to be a bunch of resistances in a row right here on Traders Reality, which is pretty sketchy for us. Um, Bookmap needs to adjust his screen so we can see what's under us. That right there is kind of sketchy. We don't want to. I don't really want to short end all that. Plus, where the hell is this 5-minute EMA? Oh yeah, we're only 150 points away from the 5-minute 9 EMA. That's not extended. What could go wrong here? Plus the traders reality levels, plus the technical level on the 15. This would not be within the rules to take this trade. But FOMO and greed, it's going to go without me. I could get those points. I could be done. I could get that damn money. Yeah, well, I am a rules-based trader. What's it say over here? I execute rules. I do not negotiate. I'm a rules-based trader. I trade defined plays only. I capitalize capital preservation over opportunity. Yeah, well, it is 8:30 my time. 10:30 is when the window for good trades close. We got time. There'll be more setups. This is outside the rules. Way past the second deviation, too. I didn't even mention that one. I think we're probably outside every rule on the list by now, aren't we? That doesn't mean it won't go without us. It just means that that's not our setup. Plus, what do we call that? That is a rollover. It's the beginning of a rollover anyway. Right now, it's a bunch of wicks rejecting higher, which is a bearish sign, but it's looking like it could be a rollover in development. I'm not going to lie. I am a little disappointed right now, though. I mean, there's a lot of action happening, and I do feel a little bit of greed and FOMO, and I mean, I kind of want some action. I feel like I want to be in a trade right now, but that's not the rules. That's not the setup. That's not what I do. It that's part of the challenge of trading is controlling these emotions and these spikes. It's and sometimes you miss out. That's just what happens. But if you want to be consistently profitable, which is what I'm going for, that's my stick. Um, then I got to control it. Now it's looking more like a rollover. See how the body of these candles are along with the way it's curved instead of coming down and pulling back, how it's curved. That's more of a rollover. Which there's nothing in the rules specifically about rollovers. It's just that that's a warning sign. That's something to be aware of. So we're at this technical level, and this technical level happens to be a double bottom area. This is Friday's low. This is where they finally found some life in the market on Friday after it got unalived. After it got, you almost got me on that one, YouTube. After it got unalived on Friday. So it is time to sit on the hands, which doesn't make for the most exciting of streams, but if you want to see what disciplined and consistently profitable trading looks like, this is it. If you want to see high stakes shootouts with lots of excitement, there's guys paper trading and losing money all over the internet. You can find them everywhere. Just come back and test the 5 minute nine so that I can get a setup. That's what we need it to do. We need it to come back up here in this. I wouldn't really want it to be above the top of that candle right there. But if we could get in this area and touch that 5 minute, then we would be back in an area where setups are viable. So we're looking for, oh, look, coincidentally, that is a huge psychological level. 29,000 even, huge psychological level. If we could get it to come up there and meet the 5 minute nine, then we would be in trade territory. Well, I'm glad I'm not wanting to go short now. All that excitement I was looking for a second ago, and FOMO and greed and wanting to looking hunting for a trade. Well, that's gone now. I'm glad I didn't give into it. Glad I was able to maintain discipline because that would have been not good place for me to be in a trade. Oh, how sorry, guys, I didn't realize that you were still on, that chart. That must be boring as hell. I meant for it to be might be a little bit annoying that you've got that bottom bar on there, but now you can see when I check Bookmap and Trader's Reality. Sorry, I didn't realize you were stuck on that trading view screen with nothing happening. I've been over here like drawing the curve and stuff, and I've been I've been pointing at all sorts of stuff y'all couldn't see. I'm sorry. So if she will just keep coming back up this way a little bit, get a little higher on this pullback, and then continue lower so that we can find ourselves a little bit of opportunity. Because where diligence meets opportunity, beautiful things happen. I'm Tony fucking Robbins over here, motivational speaker. I like how I'll say the F word, but not I, I'm I'll say unalived, but then follow it with the F word. That's we're gonna have to take a look at the logic on that one. Speaking of logic, you know how I trade lightning funded accounts, the more expensive straight to funded accounts? You know how that started was I kept blowing the evals. So somehow I follow the logic here because there isn't any. I decided since I was blowing up all the eval accounts, I would get the more expensive straight to funded accounts and trade those. I cracked it. I coincidentally that is right when I became profitable too. So I mean I guess technically it worked. If you can't pass an eval, just don't take the eval. I make some interesting decisions, I'll give you that much. Oh my. I I just now saw your Discord message. I've been ignoring Discord all this time. Yeah, that link is the one for today. I'm guessing you figured that out about 2 hours ago. We will push this button and this button, and then we will push this button. That's what my trading used to sound like too. I'll just push this button and this button. Why not push this button? I wasn't making much money back then, though. Well, that's all right. You don't got to go back up. Just stall out here for a while. Let that 5 minute nine catch up with you. We'll take that for the win. Let me here. Watch this. See this. This is how you trade. This is how professionals do it. This is how you're supposed to. How you get the market to react and do what you want. Come on, baby. I just need you to go a little bit up. If you'll just, you dirty whore, get up there. See, you got a sweet talker. That's the trick to it, the secret. Wonder how we would categorize my style of live streaming. I'm over here calling her a dirty whore and stuff. Probably, probably not the best idea. Just jump up there 80 points and touch it. Hell, you were having 50.1 minute candles a minute ago. What happened to that? Eh, tried to blow it over there, but that didn't work either. It's almost as if step one, we cannot control the market, is a real thing. It's as if the market's just going to market. Do 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 da 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 dee dee do. Skiddly didn't do dee da 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 dee dee dee. And that is our scat session for today. You only get one a day. You're lucky. I normally charge for those. So we will just be patient. Patience paid off for us a minute ago. So we're going to try that some more. Because as you saw yesterday, there's all this sitting and waiting and patience. And then what happened? Bam. Daily max on the account in what, 2 minutes and 15 seconds? Just like that. Went from sitting here doing this, waiting patiently. Next thing you know, you almost missed the trade. You're like, wait a minute, did he just take a trade? Like, oh yeah, that's over with. We're done with that. Hit the account max. All right, all right. Fine, just stall out and wait for it then. Don't go up there and touch. Where are you going now? What are you doing? Don't leave me, baby. Don't go without me. Oh, come on. Well, I mean, if I were to draw a trend line right across there, that is right about where it ought to be starting to turn around and go back down now, huh? So yeah, it's probably just going to stall out here and wait for that 5 minute nine before continuing lower, which hopefully is where we will find a setup, which would be good because it would be confluence off of, well, whatever. We'll just see what happens because that's what we do. We cannot control the market. We can only be ready to react when it gives us what we want. Well, you see that right there, that stop run? That's what that was, where it came down below. It had been consolidating right here. There were a bunch of people that had stops set right here, I bet you. They came down, took all those stops, come up here, take all these stops, and right back to the middle. Those dirty market making bastards. That's how they steal people's money right there. There are discords just full of people crying right now. Oh, they saw my stop. They came for my stop. Yeah, well, that's because it's the market. That's what they do. It's not your stop. That's just how the market works. Oh, we did touch it. That that's close enough. I'm gonna cut for our purposes. I'm gonna call that a touch off of the 5-9 EMA. We're still pretty close to that technical level. We still got all those levels below us there. I don't know, boys. We're gonna wing it here. We'll see what happens. No sitting orders below us or above us, really. We'll see what happens. I feel it coming in the air tonight, though. You guys might be too young for that. That's from a song in the 80s. I feel it coming in the air. Oh boy, don't worry, don't leave, don't leave. I'll never do it again, I swear. I'll never sing again. I swear. Boy, I almost screwed myself on that one. Is any of this shit at least entertaining? Are you not entertained? Those dirty bastards. They came down and took those stops, came up, took those stops, and now they're gonna move in their intended direction. Which, if I were using auction theory and market uh, concepts, that would make the next touch on the nine a good place for because now they've taken the stops on both sides and they're now ready to show their true direction. And we're back below that low, so we don't have to, well, we're about to be back below that. All right, we are getting close to paying attention. We are holding our mouths now. Stop the music, boys. I got to pay attention to this. Do not want an engulfing candle right here. We did make a new low. It is definitely time to check our confluences. Uh, there were some orders here, but either they were absorbed or spoofed, which means pulled them. Uh, last week's low, it has some strength, not a ton. We could be getting close here. No, don't go without me now. Come back. You can't do me like this. I mean, she can do whatever she wants to. She doesn't care about my feelings. Here, look, if I zoom out far enough, it doesn't seem so bad, huh? All right. Well, oh, good. Well, I mean, I guess that's good that it sort of just blew through there because now we don't have to worry about we're not breaking any rules over here by trading into these resistances. Bookmap's still clear. We've cleared our 15-minute technical and our low from Friday after the unaliving. So I guess you know what? It's a good thing it went without us right there because it just cleared up all that rule breaking so that we don't have to worry about that. And in fact, it could, well, wouldn't it be nice? It could set up beautifully, come back up here and support becomes resistance and bounce back off of last week's low as support and bolt off of it. You might get a nice entry up here if it did something like that. That last week's low is right where the 1 minute 9 is right now. You know what? I'm liking this. We might be getting close here. Check my stay on top of the confluences here. That's all right. That's all right. Oh, sorry about that. Trade copier. Pushing. I got to stop clicking so many damn buttons, boys. Getting excited. We're setting up here. This we could be coming into it here. Which makes this the perfect time to stop and check Discord. You know what? I'm not saying this is a trade, but I'm not saying that I'm not taking it. So now what I'm doing is I'm watching how it approaches the 9. If it comes up here real fast and strong, I'm not going to like that because I don't want that. But if it has trouble inching up here and coming back and inching up, we might take this. Let me zoom in some. Oh, wrong. Zoom in some so I can see what the hell's going on. I mean, it's just with this small 10-point stop, it is moving so much right now. These candles are so big. It's so big. And yes, I see we have a double doji. Earlier, I said that was a reversal signal, and it is. But you know what? I think I'm feeling it. I do not want it. I do not want price to go above this red candle right here, though. Not saying that that'll disqualify it, but I would not like it. Yeah, I think we might have a trade here. Oh, I was. Oh, no, don't do it. Ah, well, you can't win them all. That's why you're supposed to wait for the rejection candle, by the way, if you're wondering. See, just wicked me out because it's moving so fast today. That's all right. Well, we got our rejection candle. Might take another stab at this. If this closes as a rejection candle, I might set my limit right at that 9 and try this. It's just the market's so volatile right now. It's moving like in big swings, big chunks like that. Come on, baby, get that. No, don't do that. Get down there. Come on, baby, get down there. Go on down. Come on down and see what we got. Come on. Oh, my bad. I said I wouldn't sing anymore, didn't I? Get down there. No, don't do that. Don't do that. I might have to close this trade for partial profit because it's not going. Oh, here we go. Full profit. We're going to make it. We're going to make it. Come on, baby. In fact, how did I not get filled right there? That should have been a full profit fill right there. Come on. Come on. There we go. Winner. So we lost 200. We won 600. We are up 400 plus minus commissions. So we're up 388 on the day. So to get our full 600 daily max profit, we need $200. So I'll come over here and set my ATM, my brackets, to $200. And now when I set my next bracket, it will automatically set it to the to put my take profit where I need it to get my max daily without going over. So you see how the rules but you see how I broke the rules the first time. The rules specifically say wait for the confirmation candle, the rejection candle right there. Well, I didn't wait for the rejection candle. And what happened? I lost the trade. And then what happened? Very next candle, it closed the rejection. So I took it according to the rules. And what happened? Full profit. Had I not broken the rules, had I not had FOMO and greed and impatience, then I would be at daily max right now instead of still needing one more $200 trade. So, gotta follow those rules. You see how I process this in my mind? I that that was $400 trade across 5 accounts. I just made $2,000 and I'm over here scolding myself for not following the rules. I mean, that's how you develop stronger and longer term discipline. Is you don't celebrate that you got away with it. You acknowledge the fact that you didn't do what you were supposed to do. You keep missing them. Fell asleep and missed this. Man, well, maybe if I wasn't so boring, you wouldn't have fallen asleep. I guess it's my fault that you didn't get catch that one. My bad. I probably should have. Oh yeah, because isn't it? What time is it there? Isn't it like 3 in the morning or something over there? Yeah. Oh man, that's rough right there. 2 a.m. and I went to work at like 5:30 a.m. earlier due to emergency. They had to come to work early. We finished like 3 a.m. yesterday, so you only got 2 hours of sleep last, then had to come to work, and then now that you're off work, you're back over here. Yeah, you've gotta be tired, man. I appreciate you tuning in with us. You gotta be exhausted. I'm over here just letting them get away from me here. We're still in trade territory here, and I still got $200. I need another 200, which so now uh, my stop loss and my profit target are the same distance. So I need one more small trade. Is it greedy that I just made $2,000 and I'm like, yeah, no, I need this other small trade. That might not be. I may ought to take a look at that. Let's see if I can wait for the rejection candle this time and maybe not go down another trade. Oh, I'm over here looking at pins and stuff. Trades are setting up. What am I doing? Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing is after I take a trade, I like to give a few minutes for all the everything to sort of flush out all the adrenaline and all the dopamine and all the brain chemicals to flush out before I take another one, which I did not do over here. I ended up taking two back to back. But that so now I'm sort of decompressing and letting it. Boy, I want this one. After having just, I would be tapped in right now, but after having just lost for not waiting for the rejection candle, I would generally be tapped in right here. And that would have been my day. I'd have been done. But, for every trade that you take and say it would have won, there's a trade or two that are, if I took it, I would have lost. So, I mean, see, it went the other way too. What is that, 50-50 chances that it went one direction before the other? Because it went both. I mean, those just aren't the kind of odds that I'm wanting to take right now. That doesn't have consistency written on it to me. Consistently profitable does not look like that to me. But if we can get a close down here, that will be the rejection candle, which is what we want. And then we can set our limit on that 9 and see if we can't get another trade here. There's our rejection candle. Watch how it approaches. Make sure it doesn't get in there all jacked up. I'll probably be taking this trade right here if it comes back for me. Looks like it might go without me, though. Well, I don't like that big old wick on there. Hell, now it's rejected. I don't know about that. Yeah, what the hell? It's only money. Oh, good thing I didn't push that button. I'm pushing it. I'm taking the trade. If it comes up for me, yep, I'm in. Don't do it. And bammo. That's it. All right. So 582, the max profit for the day is 600. I mean, I could go in, I could set an ATM for 1 point and try and squeeze that last 20 bucks out of the market, 18 bucks. But I mean, now that is what greed looks like. Trying to squeeze, I've done that before too. Trying to squeeze the last 30 to 50 bucks out of a day and take a loss, and that starts a series of losses and end up nowhere near max profit on the day. I've done that before. But so there it is, daily max profit of 600. That's where my account cuts off. I don't trade past that. And that is across 5 accounts. So that is a $3,000 day. And it went from, we sat here, we've been here since 30 minutes before open, and we sat and wait patiently and followed the rules, except for the trade that I lost because I was impatient. Our first trade was at 9:02 my time, so that's 11:02 New York. So from 11:02 to 11:14 is when we made our max profit for the day of 3,000. And just like that, we watch, wait, strike, and that's how it's done. Yeah, you know what? Tomorrow I'll mess around with some stuff. I'll look into it tonight and see if there's anything else I can do to get the latency down so that it's not delayed as much. But again, like I say, it's probably not a good idea to try and copy trade like that. I mean, with scalping that moves this fast, Besides, I mean, I'm just some guy on YouTube. I don't know if oh, I guess you can stream on Discord, can't you? Um, you wanna try are you in my Discord? I can try and, stream right now and see if that's any closer. If we can get closer to it there, then we can do that. I mean, that's not gonna help my viral, uh, YouTube channel have all of 29 subscribers, but if it's lower latency and it helps you out, we can definitely do it that way. Alright, let me, run over to Discord right here and see if I can figure out how to I've never I've never streamed anything on Discord, so I guess I'll go into uh, this, this, and if I do, uh, it won't let me alright. So I think can you see that? I think I'm streaming on Discord. Well, you ain't gotta make fun of me. I'm not a trading guru, which I expect is why people watch me is because I just am a regular dude trading. Well, I might say. But I don't know all this stuff. I don't know how to stream on YouTube and Discord and make videos, and I'm figuring this stuff out as I go. I'm a trader, not a YouTuber. Oh, you know what I should do if I can figure out where the damn button for oh, here we go. Click this button. Um, there, maybe that's I have the sound on or off where you can hear me here. I don't know if you're still I guess you're probably not still watching here. So you didn't hear my spiel about don't laugh at me because I'm not a YouTuber or streamer. I don't know how to do any of this. I'm a trader, which I expect is why you people I have 29 people subscribed that pay attention to me instead of because I'm not a guru. I'm just some dude that trades. All right, so I maxed my accounts for the day, but we still have an hour and 10 minutes before time cuts off. I will. Oh, you're still here. It's the other person that left. I guess they got pissed off because I made some money. I don't know. But, yeah, so you haven't taken any trades today yet, huh? Is the latency any better here than it was, oh, I guess I must have been paying attention to something else. I wonder what that could have been. But have you taken any trades today? You missed them both? This is getting to be a lot. Anyway, I'll stay the I'm done taking actual trades for the day, but I'll stay and we'll keep doing what we've been doing, and I'll set up my brackets and show you when and where I would take trades. But I will not be taking any more actual live trades today. This could be something here. Now this is one where I would set my limit before it even touches and not wait for the rejection candle. But as I just got burnt doing that exact thing a second ago, maybe that's not the best idea. But I would in this case because it's moving a lot slower. Oh, I guess it's not. It zoomed out is what it is. Yeah, see, that's why you don't do that. By the way, I'm not saying that I would be in a trade right now. Just hold on. Let's see if we get this rejection candle, and then we can look at a limit order on the 9. I just keep, okay, I'm going to call that, nah, am I though? Yeah, I think I'd risk that. I'd, Now it's easier for me to say because I am not taking the real trade, but yeah, I would probably go ahead and set that limit order on the 9 right now if you're not in. Although it's kind of sketchy that it came all the way down here, and for it to tap you in, it's got to leave a big old wick. But I mean, sometimes that's just how she goes. I'm not sure I'm comfortable saying I'd take trades when I'm not actually trading because I can just say what the fuck ever I want to now. I already made money. That seems not right. Yeah, I would definitely take this trade right here, and I would probably lose. Yep, I think. Yeah, good thing I'm not. See, ridiculous. Now I'm trying too hard. That's the thing. I gotta, like I said, after trades, I'm supposed to take a few minutes to let the adrenaline and the dopamine and all that uh, dissipate before I make any decisions about other trades. And that's something that I think I mentioned in the video that, or at least in one of the videos, either 3 or 4. I think I mentioned that that's why I always try and after a trade, I try and do something for a minute because that's a physical human reaction. That's not you having discipline or following rules or during a trade when you're scalping the 1 minute chart. There's adrenaline involved, and there's a lot of chemicals in your brain that get released um, during this, and it clouds judgment, and so it makes it hard to you know what the hell I'm saying. After a trade, take a break because humans are gonna human. We have chemicals in our brain that need to dissipate. So is this less latency for you? Is it coming through faster than it was? Cool, cool. So I'll from now on I will I'll stream here every morning too. So now our problem, oh, never mind that. I was looking at the wrong chart. I think you may have to excuse me. I may have to run in here and go to the little boy's room for a second. But I'll wait till maybe it's not such a critical moment here. How far did that overrun that? Quite a bit. Um, Golly, Mr. Wilson. And it's rejecting back off of that higher. Um, see, I feel like I feel like I'm advising. Well, first of all, at no point is any of this financial advice. I already told you I don't think you should copy trade people like that. And I'm saying now that this is not financial advice. But I am saying that when I'm not actually taking a trade, it feels weird to say that would enter or exit knowing that people are using that for. I feel like it might be less reliable when I'm not in the actual trade. Because it's just easier to say whatever the fuck I want now. Not like in that way, but there's not as much. It's not as tense and stressful, and my decisions are being made. Well, you're not my therapist. I'm not gonna. What happened? Did I just accidentally end my stream? Oh no, here it is. Oh, you took some losers, and how many? Two. There's an S on the end of it, so I'm hoping it's only two. But yes, let's come back tomorrow and we'll get that bet. You only need one winning. If you only lost two, you only need one winning trade, and you're up 200. We'll get that back tomorrow though for sure. Well, I can not for sure. This is day trading the NQ. Nothing's for sure. But I'll tomorrow I'll stream on Discord and we will see if we can't rack up some wins. God, I gotta stop pushing that button. Do you mind if I ask? All right. Well, I'll make sure and stream here too. Well, if you're gonna head off to bed, let me know, and I'll wish you a good evening and a happy sleep. That is one ugly 4-hour candle right there. I mean, Friday the market sure enough collapsed. How far are we down on the day here? Oh, another 900 point. Well, that yeah. All right then. That explains it. We're down 900 points on the day, and when the market opened, it was up 400. So that's a 1,300 point drop since in the last 3 hours. Dang, it's been pretty wild the way it's jerking around too. All right. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thanks for being here. If you took 2 losses and you get a win tomorrow, that's why I love this system. It wipes it out completely, and you'll be up $200. You just need, I mean, oh, if we come in tomorrow and you lose the first one and then you win one, you break even on 2 days. It's not a big deal. You're all right. Don't get worked up over a couple of losses. It's fine. This system's designed to deal with that. You have a good sleep and good luck at work and everything, man. I appreciate you being here. And since you're taking off, I will be right back. I'm going to head to the little